If you're on your weight loss journey, if you're somebody that works out, somebody that's just trying to get your protein in, and you love pizza, you have to give this one a try. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love. Now, most of you know I've lost over 100 pounds by making healthier versions of some of my favorite foods. So today we're gonna be making pizza. I love pizza, but a lot of times I don't eat it because obviously it's super high in calories, super high in carbs, and for the most part, I live a low carb lifestyle. So I've come up with a variation. We're making a super high protein crust. We're using just a lot of really great ingredients, and you're still gonna get to enjoy like that pizza craving. You know those days where you're just like, I need pizza in my life today? You're gonna be able to make it. It just turns out like the real deal. So that's the best part of it all. Super, super basic ingredients. We're gonna be using, obviously, some mozzarella, some pepperoni, we have some eggs, some cottage cheese, and seasonings. That is it. And you're gonna see how delicious and cheesy this pizza turns out. The first thing we're gonna start off with is just some cottage cheese. Just get whichever cottage cheese you have at your local store. Okay, we're gonna need a little blender because this is how we're actually gonna make our crust. Okay, and we're gonna do some eggs. Doing some pasture-raised eggs. My Costco started carrying pasture-raised eggs. I was so happy about that. Okay, so we have cottage cheese, eggs. Now we're gonna season it. This is optional, but I just recommend it because, you know, it just gives everything that much more flavor. Some garlic powder. And we can't forget our salt and pepper. So now we're gonna blend this. Okay, very, very easy steps. Okay, so we have our mixture. Let's make sure that it is completely smooth, which it is. You don't want it to be like chunky. And I was gonna use this, but I feel like for this recipe, it has to be nice and thin. So I'm just gonna end up using the pizza pan and just kind of laying out the parchment paper instead. And now we're gonna pour our mixture right in here. Guys, and I'm gonna show you how this right here is gonna transform into our crust. Okay, so I feel like it's pretty even all the way around. Now just make sure that your oven is preheated to 350 degrees. And this is going right in, and wait to see what this looks like. It literally looks like a normal, regular pizza crust. But of course, it is going to be high protein and super nutritious. All right guys, so while our crust is baking, I'm gonna go ahead and take my probiotic and prebiotic. I try to take these first thing in the morning just because I don't like to forget. These literally have made a world of a difference for me. If you've been following me for a while, you know that this is a supplement that I take every single day. This is the DS1 by Seed. It's called a symbiotic because it's both a prebiotic and probiotic. There's actually a capsule within a capsule. And the capsule inside makes it all the way down into your colon, which feeds all the gut bacteria that needs to be fed down there. Again, I talk about it all the time because it was just a big journey for me. I went on a whole gut health journey. At one point, my hair was falling out. My skin, I had just dry patches all over my skin. I was getting super, super bloated. I had to make some changes, okay? This is just not like a one like snap of a finger type of deal. I made changes to my diet by eliminating a lot of the processed sugar, eliminating those seed oils, incorporating a high quality probiotic and prebiotic, which in this case for me was seed. And you guys can use my discount code, which is LCL25. It'll get you 25% off your entire order. But I'll go ahead and leave it linked in the description below for you. So this is it. I just take 2. Cheers. Get it out of the way. And honestly, for me, it just keeps me regular and it just keeps me feeling my best. So now we'll go ahead and let this bake, and we'll check it in about 30 to 35 minutes. All right, so I left this an extra 5 minutes because I wanted it to get like a nice crust. As you can see, look at that. All right guys, so now we're gonna assemble our pizza. What I'm trying to do right now is just take our crust off the parchment so we could get it just right onto the pizza pan. Like it definitely has good structure. Like it's not something that's gonna fall apart or rip, which is really really good with our pizza, you know? You definitely don't want like a pizza crust that's gonna be all over the place. Okay, now we're gonna add our sauce right in the middle and spread. I love pizza, so this is very, very exciting to me. Every time I make foods that I really love, I just get so happy. We have our mozzarella cheese. If you like light cheese, then just do light cheese. If you want it a little heavier, then go a little heavier. Just personal preference, you know? Okay. And then we have our pepperoni. Pepperoni, you can use turkey pepperoni. You can use, you know, just your pepperonis of choice. And then just top it off with a tiny bit more cheese because I like the cheese to kind of melt on the pepperonis. Okay, and now I'm just gonna put it back into the oven. Obviously everything's cooked on here, so I'm just gonna broil it so it gets nice and like kind of cheesy on top. Guys, look at our pizza. Oh my gosh, the texture, the cheesiness. This right here is literally everything in life. You have a high protein pizza that's actually nutritious, okay? One of the biggest reasons that I hold myself back from eating pizza is the fact that I know that there's not much nutritional value to it, but this right here, guys, those days are over. You can enjoy pizza without guilt. You're actually nourishing your body and getting that protein in. All right, guys, we're going right in for the bite. Cheers. Guys, I love pizza. The texture, this dough, it reminds me of like, think of like a thin crust pizza. It just doesn't have so much of a crisp. But for me, the fact that I know that I'm getting so much protein in and it still hits, the texture's on point, the flavors are on point for me, because I personally love like a crispy thin crust. This is not so much crispy, but it's also not soggy. You know what I mean? It's just like very neutral, but the taste is so on point. Guys, if you're on your weight loss journey, if you're somebody that works out, somebody that's just trying to get your protein in and you love pizza, you have to give this one a try. Trust me. I know a lot of the like cottage cheese recipes are kind of sketch where you're like, does that really taste good? This actually tastes delicious. So I know you're gonna love it. I can't wait for you to try it. I'll leave the recipe linked in the description below. Guys, if you have friends and family that are either trying to lose weight, they're diabetic, or maybe just trying to make healthier swaps like this, share this recipe, share my channel with them, because you never know, things like this could be really, really helpful. But if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget, hit the little bell notification so that you're reminded every time I post a video just like this one. But thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.